Hi everyone, and welcome to Kay's Place. Today we are going to attempt to get this camera situated in the right position here so that we can do a DIY. I am going to make a fall wreath today, and I am going to be using all Dollar Tree products to make the wreath. We have one of these grapevine wreaths. That's the larger one that they have. Got my scissors. I have 9 feet of this burlap ribbon with the lace. This is for the bow. I also have 9 feet of the plain burlap ribbon. I have some of the maple leaf bunches. Some of these globe flowers. And this is another maple bouquet. And this one had a acorn on it, I believe, and I've already taken that off. So, and these are sunflowers. So, and I've already taken some of these off of the stems, and I have these sitting over here. I also have my wire cutters, a ruler, glue sticks, my handy dandy glue gun. My husband thought I needed a big one. I think it's huge, but we did purchase a teeny tiny little nozzle for that thing. I have my cute little owl here that I bought. I'm not real sure if we're going to put him on there or not yet. I haven't quite decided. And since I'm not sure if we're putting him on there or how exactly we're going to stick him on there, I also have some of these fastener dots because I want to be able to make sure that I can take him off and on to put different things on there. So we'll see how we're going to work that out. So let's get started. First, what I want to do is I want to wrap my wreath with this burlap. So I want to start at the top where my bow is going to be attached. So what we're going to do is just take a little bit of our hot glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right along the edge of that burlap. And be really careful because it comes right through that burlap. It is very, very hot. So be really careful when you're attaching that. Be really careful when you're attaching that burlap to that wreath because it is extremely hot. So you want to be really careful because you will burn yourself. So you just want to hold it there for a few seconds and give that a second to adhere. And then you'll just, I always like to make one pass around there so that you can't really see where that glue went. And we're gonna attach our bow right there anyway. So you won't really be able to see that. And then you're just going to continue to wrap that around. I didn't want to cover my entire wreath, so I'm just going to kind of skip around a little bit. And it'll pretty much hold itself. I don't feel the need to, I wrap it pretty tight. I don't feel the need to put hot glue on it all the way around. Plus we're going to be gluing those flowers down too as well. So. And it doesn't take much of this burlap to get it back around to the original point where you started. So, okay, so now you're right back here to where you started. And we always want the glue to be right back here on this back side. And you can tell where that was because it's still pretty warm. So, just gonna get this hot glue back here again. And this time I'm just gonna take a pretty good lump of glue back here. And part of my glue stick here. There we go. Okay. And let's see here. Just kind of, oops, it got a little loose on me. Wrap that on around there. Like I said, that does get really warm. Just wrap that on around. I'm going to try to keep that from getting loose right there. Of course, it got loose, so. There we go. There we go. All right. And then you're just going to trim off the excess. Like I said, this is the back of our wreath, so it really doesn't make too much difference. So that right there is the back. So, and right here where it shows right there, that's where our bow is going to attach. So we're not too worried. We're just gonna, goodness gracious, I made a mess. Okay. So we're just gonna put a little bead of hot glue down there. To hold that the rest of the way down. Okay. All right. So now that we've got that all attached, okay, we're going to try to figure out where we want to place our flowers. So I've been trying to figure out what a good placement for all of these would be. As far as the leaves go, these don't pop right off like the flowers do. So when you're placing these, what you'll need to do is keep in mind that you need a little bit of a stem on there, but not much. And then just take your wire cutters and snip just a little bit below where that's at. And then when you get that where you want it at, what you're going to want to do, and I kind of like the grapevine wreaths for this because you do have kind of a little bit of leeway with that. Because while you're figuring out where you want everything to go, it does fit really nicely down in those little grooves. So. So let's see here. Unfortunately, I'm one of those symmetrical people, so, Let's see here. Cut that off. Get those out of our way. Cut down in there. There's some flour in there. So. I know I'm getting kind of ahead of myself with my fall stuff, but it seems like when fall gets here, there's so much other stuff going on that you just don't have time to get it all done. So I thought if I kind of got a head start here, we'd have a chance to, seems like when fall gets here, it's time to start making stuff for Christmas. So. And, you know, not necessarily, I hear people all the time say, well, but I cut all these flowers. Yeah, well, just because you cut them doesn't mean you have to use them all. So, keep that in mind. a lot of times less is more. And I wasn't really sure what I wanted to use as far as the flowers went. I kind of liked the sunflowers, but I wasn't really positive if that was all I wanted to use or if I wanted to use some of the yellow flowers as well. So let's see what we got here. Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna like this better if I take flatten it out a little bit there. I think I'm going to trim a little bit of that off so it sits a little flatter, because I think I'm going to like that better so that I can just kind of put it up right next to that burlap and not have to worry about. There we go. I think I like that better. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this hot glue and put some of that on there like that. Make sure you get a good amount on there. And I did put some of it down in the center of my flowers so that they don't fall apart. And I'm just going to hold that there for a second. And there we go. I like that. Okay. So there we go. I don't even really need to take that back piece off now that I've decided that. Just snip that off right there. Get lots of hot glue on there. And I think I'm going to put that one right next to it. And I do like the idea of being able to place these a little bit flatter. I think it works a whole lot better for this wreath, this type of wreath. Just snip those down pretty close to the edge. And then put the hot glue on there. Oops, flower petal kind of got in the way there. It's okay. We're going to part these leaves a little here. I kind of want that little yellow flower right in there. this here in a minute. There we go. My yellow flowers are gonna work as well as my sunflowers did like that. Well, that's okay. Live and learn, huh? Okay. So I'll just take a little more hot glue. Alright, so there we go. So now that we've got that other one glued on there, and let's put those in there like that. Okay, so I've got those two in there on each side like that. And then we're going to move down here to the bottom and work on this acorn leaf thing here. Just kind of going to glop on some glue to this little thing here. And I'm kind of going to stick him in about right there. So make him lay about right there on the wreath. And then I've got these other little cluster of leaves here that I think we're going to put in down here towards the bottom. This one a little bit smaller. We'll just trim that stem down a little and put a little glue on there. Gloves up there. Okay, and we will put this up in through here like that so that it sticks in there. Okay. Like that. So we don't have any little cutesy thing right there. I think we will take one of these cute little flowers and put a little hot glue right there on the end of that and down in the little hole. And there's a little sticky thing sticking up there. And I think we will just stick one of our little yellow flowers in there. So far not so bad. I think it's kind of cute. Got some cute little things going on there. I'm not sure we're quite done with it, but we're getting there. And so, as far as our little owl goes here, I think our little owl is adorable. And I really want to sit him on here. I kind of want him to go right here at the bottom part of our wreath, like this. So, we are going to attempt to put some of these little adhesive dots on the bottom of him. So, it is kind of sticky. But just to make sure that it sticks really well, I'm going to put a little glop of hot glue on the bottom of the owl and then stick the sticky part to him, just to make sure that sticks really well. Okay, I'll set him over there to dry. And then our little other piece here. We're gonna stand our wreath up and look about where we think we might want our little owl to go. And I'm thinking I might like him to go about right here, so I'm gonna put me a little glump of glue there. And take my little dot here, stick my little dot on there. There we go. Clean that up. Alright. Wait for that to dry for a second. And make sure I permanently adhere on there. Let's see how that works. Oops. See if he's going to be able to stick on there with that. We're just going to have to glue him on there. Nope, I think we're going to have to glue him on there. Don't think he's going to work. Oh well. The good thing with hot glue is that even if I want to change him up, hot glue is pretty versatile and it comes right off. So I'll just put some hot glue on the bottom of the owl. And we can take him right back off when we want to change it up. So it was worth a shot. It's one of those things where, you know, not everything works out exactly like you think it's going to. Let's put some pressure on him for a second there. Now we have an owl. So, okay. So I'm going to set this up over here on my table and let him dry. And now I'm going to show you how to make this bow to go at the top of our wreath. Okay, so I've cut 3 pieces of burlap ribbon. This one is 40 inches long. This one is, if I remember correctly, 14 inches long. No, yeah, 14 inches long. And this one is 5 inches long. So, with the 40-inch long piece, you're going to kind of fold it in half and then make what looks like kind of a ribbon out of the center of it. And then kind of loop it over each other until it looks something like, let me get it in that position here and then I'll show it to you. So it looks something like this. So that's kind of what it's going to look like when you have it laying down on your table. And you want your ends to be kind of even. They don't have to be perfectly even, but you want them to be kind of even, and your sides to be kind of even with each other. Because those pieces that are out to the side are going to be the sides of your bow. So you want them to be kind of even. So, then your 14-inch piece, you're going to take and fold inward like this, so that the 2 pieces meet in the middle of the back. Like that. Doesn't have to be precise, it's just kind of. Then you're going to place that in the middle of your bow. And somewhere on my lovely table. Where did it go? Oh, shoot. The other thing that you need is a bread tie. I guess I forgot to tell you that. The other thing you're going to need is a bread tie. So, you're going to take your bow in the center and and gather it up like so. And pull your ends to the center. And you can use floral wire as well. I just happen to have a bread tie handy. And you're going to take that together and flip it over in the back. And secure this in the back using your bread tie. Okay, so you can kind of see your bow starting to take shape there. A little bit. And then you're going to take your 5-inch piece of ribbon and fold that in half. And you're going to take it and you're going to loop one piece around to the back and then take it and loop the other piece around here. And I always like to take a little bit of hot glue right here for the first piece. Ow. And just go ahead and put that piece down there like that. And then take a little bit more hot glue on the back there. Me and my glue aren't getting along today, as you can see. I have it everywhere today for some reason. Messy Maven today. I don't know what's up with that, but so then after you've got that done, you're just going to take the excess ribbon because you'll have a little bit left over and cut that. So then you have a pretty ribbon. Just fluff those out a little bit. And then, so, okay, I always I'm an even person, so first of all, I'll sit here and I'll trim that up a little bit to make it even. And then what I'll do is I will just kind of make it a little more decorative, and I'll cut a little triangle out of the bottom of my ribbon here. On each side. There we go. So each side has a little triangle cut out of that now. And then you'll come back to your wreath here that you've got already. Our little owl right there in the center. And then we will shoosh around our sunflowers here. And get ready to put our little ribbon right here in the middle. And we've got kind of a little shabby chic country sunflowery ribbon wreath for our door. And I have a wreath hanger, so that's what I'll hang mine with. You could also use the extra ribbon that you have left over to make a hanger for your wreath. So I'm just going to put a little glue back here on the back of this ribbon. And then I will just put that right there in the center of our wreath. And I may end up trimming those edges up a little bit, that wreath up a little bit more, or the bow up a little bit more, making it a little shorter, because right now I think it's a little bit long. Stick on there. So, there we go. So there we have it. There is our fall wreath. with our little dangling owl from Dollar Tree. So, I hope you all enjoyed our little my DIY for today. Glue everywhere and all. So, like I said, I think I'm going to have to shorten up our little tails here because it got a little out of control there. But that is the easiest way I have ever found to make a ribbon from a wreath or just about anything else. So, I hope that helped you all out some. So, it does make a cute little wreath, flower placement and all, but, you know, he's a cute little owl. So, little dangling toes and all. So, I hope you all enjoyed the DIY. If you have any questions or suggestions, or, you know, if you can tell me anything that would have made him a little cuter, or flower placement, I always stink at. So if you have any suggestions in that department, let me know. And I hope you can give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. And I hope to see you back again real soon. Thanks, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Happy Wednesday. Bye.